Well, gang, I hope Storyline has been treating you well this week. Our focus here this week is on quizzes, on assessments, and how you're going to check to make sure that your learners are getting the information they need and that they can show you that they've earned that. So let me just kind of walk you through some of the things that I've thrown in here, very low level on the quizzes as far as what can possibly be happening. But I have just an introductory screen showing such as this, just to make sure that you understand this. Let me ask you a couple of questions, and then I go about bringing up these questions. Here is one of them that says, here's a basic question, and basically it's a drag and drop question, and so I can click in here without even reading it and hook it in certain ways, or change this up here to this one, or however you want to do it, change it around and add that together. And once you do that, you click on it, and it says, oops, this is, look this over carefully. One or more of the matches you selected isn't quite correct. All right, so you can then continue, and it goes then to the next question, the way that I have it set up in that case. All right, then the next question says you're at a local park, and it's just after sunset, so I'm giving the setting and situation so that they know if they're going to take a picture what you're getting into. And so here in this case, I've done something just a little bit different. For example, if you click on the half response there, that's the shutter speed, which is a very slow shutter speed. I give them a specific set of information, so it's incorrect, and this is the reason why that specific answer is incorrect. So instead of having just generic for each one of them saying no, it's wrong, or yes, it's right, it actually tells them why they're wrong or why they're right. All right, and then finally on this last question that I have, I've inserted a picture, and they're supposed to analyze this picture and tell me how they would set up their camera in order to take this exact same picture. And you look at it, but I've set this up just a little bit differently here. So for example, on this case, you've got, let's jump to this one, an F11 or whatever. You select that as your answer, which is wrong, and you click this on here, and it says no.
In this setting, you probably set your aperture about right. It will get you the full deep depth of field. You'll get that landscape view. You'll get everything.
But what happened is I added in audio, and the audio is specific to this specific response. So the reason why this response is wrong is because, and then I can explain it. And then likewise, if you come back here, now there's one other thing that I've done, is that I've allowed them in this case to come back to this question and select a different one, and then check that.
In this setting, your aperture looks good.
Okay, so here, you're getting a different set of it. But I've allowed them to try it a number of times, just in case they need to figure out which is the correct one. And then here, when they finally get it.
This is a really good set of settings here.
Okay, so in all cases, they've got audio feedback. It is specific to the response that they've made. And in this case, I've allowed them to come back and try again. So now jumping out to the question, how did we get this done like this? I went to New Slide when I was setting up the quiz, went to a graded question. You can do survey questions and other things, but I went to a graded question. That sets you up a New Slide, and it allows you to pick one of these types of general things, which I generally work with. Or you can go down here and pick from all of these different templates that are already set up to look very, very pretty. All right. In some of the cases, I chose a multiple choice, so I just selected that, said insert a new slide, and then it comes up and shows you this new slide. And then in this area, there it is, I can start typing in the question, and down below it has various different responses you can do. Now look up along this ribbon at the top. You can do a number of things, such as you can shuffle your answers, you can feedback by question, or you can click on that and it says by choice. And so in some of those where you want to give individual feedback based upon the choice, so if they got wrong answer 1, wrong answer 2, and you want to have different types of feedback there, you can do that one by choice. And then over here, the number of attempts. How many attempts do you want them to be able to go over it? In one of those cases, I selected many different times they could do it, 3 or 4 different times they could go through it. And that's the way that you do that. Now note one other thing. When you go down here to put in your choice, you can also click over here to give feedback, and you can write, this is your choice, your response. Then you put in your feedback, you can put it in there, or you can click the more section. And in the more section, it comes up here, and you can write in whatever feedback you want, or you can go down here to audio, and you can click on the audio, and that's what I did there. And that's how you do it. And then and do that. And you can also select which option they can go to, the next one, or whatever slide that you want them to go to. So you have all of that. So that's how you create the exam, the quiz, or the assessment that you go on there, and the various different types of things that are already built in. Hopefully that makes it really easy for you. Thanks. Bye.